Ground Endeavor 5047.
Yes, sir.
Hey, just curious, are the trucks going to be up on this frequency?
Once they come out, I'll let you know. And you guys did clip, correct?
Yeah, we did. Their right wing clipped our nose and the cockpit. We have damage to our windscreen and some of our screens in here. We have engines running still. We'd like to shut them down when we can.
Right, stand by.
We have no injuries.
All right.
Last night at New York's LaGuardia Airport, two CRJ-900 jets flown by Endeavor Air had a pretty serious ground collision where the right wing of Endeavor Air 5155 clipped the nose of Endeavor 5047, causing serious damage to the nose of this aircraft and breaking its windshield. We have the ATC audio, the ground tracks, and the airport layout. Let's find out what happened. My name's Juan Brown. You're watching the BLANCOLIRIO channel, and this video is brought to you by regular viewers like you that sponsor this channel here on Patreon. Thank you for your support. Here's a video posted on social media of the actual collision. This is a passenger on board Endeavor 5155 looking out the right wingtip. It's a time-lapse video. Right there is the collision. It's being reported at the time of this recording that one flight attendant was injured in this ground collision. This collision occurred here at the intersection of Taxiway Alpha and Taxiway Mike. The inbound aircraft landing from Charlotte, Endeavor 5047, had landed here on runway 4, cleared at Gulf, and was taxiing into the gate via Bravo and Mike. The departing aircraft, Endeavor 5155, was taxiing to runway 13 via Alpha. Here on Flight Radar 24, we can see the inbound flight of Endeavor 5047 landing on runway 4, clearing at Gulf, and taxiing via Bravo to Mike and into the gate where the collision occurred, right here at the intersection of Taxiway Alpha and Mike. LaGuardia is a notoriously tight airport to operate out of, surrounded by water on 3 sides and a freeway on the 4th side. This is the runway 4 that the arriving aircraft landed on. This is the runway 13 that the departing aircraft was taxiing to, and this collision occurred right over here at the intersection of Alpha and Mike. So the collision occurred about 9:51 p.m. It's obviously dark outside. The weather is good. They're landing here at LaGuardia on runway 4, and they're departing on runway 13. And generally, aircraft are taxiing out and crossing runway 4 at Taxiway Echo to get to runway 13 for departure. Let's pick up the ATC audio where they clear Endeavor 5047 to land on runway 4.
5047, 104010, runway 4, clear to land, travel to depart 13.
Endeavor 5047 cleared to land runway 4, traffic to depart runway 13. Now let's pick it up a couple minutes later after Endeavor 5047 lands and gets his taxi instructions.
5047, right Golf, left Bravo, ground point 7.
LaGuardia ground, good evening, Endeavor 5047, Golf, Bravo.
5047, LaGuardia ground, taxi Bravo Mike to lane 12.
Bravo Mike, lane 12, Endeavor 5047.
So 5447 lands on runway 4, clears here at Gulf, is given Gulf Bravo, transitions over here, picks it up with ground, and is given Bravo Mike lane 12, and he correctly reads that back, and he's cleared all the way into the gate area via lane 12. Now let's pick up the taxi clearance for Endeavor 5155, taxiing out to runway 13.
Sir, 5155 ground, 13, taxi Alpha Echo, hold short of 4 at Mike, give way to company.
Alpha Echo and hold short of 4 at Mike, give way to the company to 13, sir, 5157.
Endeavor 5155, new departure frequency is 120.8.
Okay, here's the clearance that I wrote down. When you receive these clearances from ATC and this sort of high-paced environment, you just got to write down right away what the clearance is and then confirm it with the other crew member. But I heard 13 Alpha Echo, hold short 4 at Mike, give way to company. The pilot read back the correct clearance and he mentioned give way to company 13. So Endeavor 5155 is located out here in Alpha, and he's cleared to taxi to runway 13, located way over here, via Alpha all the way around to Echo, but hold short of runway 4 at Mike, way back here. Now this clearance, in my opinion, is just full of potential expectation bias. If I'm going to taxi to runway 13 way out here, I'm going to expect this hold short point to be somewhere way down the line here. It would seem to me, in my opinion, that the much better clearance would be to just have the aircraft 5155 taxi from Alpha, hold short of Mike, and just leave it at that. Just break it up into short little bits to avoid this confusion of holding short of taxiway Mike and giving way to this traffic that's coming into Mike way back here. So if that clearance is loaded with expectation bias that we're going to hold short of runway 4 somewhere way down here and not realize that taxiway Mike is way over here, well short of runway 4 or 13, and then as a crew, if we confirm this mistake, giving ourselves confirmation bias that let's just get rolling and we'll stop short of Mike down here, we're going to miss taxiway Mike altogether and miss the fact that that company aircraft is much closer to us than we think. It sure would seem to me that, in my opinion, that these controllers here in the States and even some of the domestic pilots, if you spend some time overseas listening to how ATC is done at some of the premier ATC overseas destinations like London Heathrow, how calm and smooth those ATC operations run, instead of this mad dash rapid fire approach where everybody sounds like an auctioneer and is trying to have a contest to see how quick they can spit out their ATC instructions. Things sure would operate a lot more smoother around here. These communications are hard enough to hear over the crappy reception of these radios, let alone with the speed at which they are read off. You combine the possibility of this expectation bias along with the dark conditions and the poor runway signage and lighting at LaGuardia's airport, and you could see this easily happening. There's a lot of distractions going on out there in the U.S. today, and this is just adding to an overburdened, overworked, and understaffed ATC system where these sort of mistakes can be made and not captured in time. Thank you so much for your support of this channel, especially the folks over on Patreon that make this content possible. See you here.